Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight I've got another doozy for you guys. Now I know you probably didn't want to see another battleship video right away. Maybe some of you did. I know there was a lot of comments saying, dude, I love battleships, you should totally do more of these. And I was just trying to get on tonight and finish off my New Mexico grind as we're going to the Colorado. And I still didn't quite finish it. I still got about 8,000 XP to go. I didn't want to really push it. I've been staying up a little late doing these videos, so I kind of wanted to get some sleep. Now, I'm with a couple buddies. The Null Trooper, a.k.a. Clone Guy. He's also... I'll leave a link in the description down below. He's got a YouTube channel. Does some World of Warships content, but he's mostly World of Tanks. And he's learning World of Warships. He's never played it before, so I've got a little bit of an advantage knowledge-wise on him on this game. He's got me completely smothered on World of Tanks. Like he's very good at World of Tanks. I'm not so much. I mean, I do all right. I'm not gonna kid myself, but his friend is also in here. I knew I'd forget. God bless America. Well, I apologize. I have forgotten your name. Maybe I'll look at him here in a second. And we'll see who his friend is. Looks like we're about to. Catnip! That's the one! Catnip! I couldn't remember his name, so I apologize. But yeah, Catnip, his friend, is in here as well. I couldn't hear Catnip. He was on Discord, and me and Clone were in party chat. So Clone was talking on Discord to him and to me in party chat at the same time. But yeah, I try not to talk a whole lot. I'm giving him kind of tips and stuff as far as like how he should shoot at things and whatnot, because he has had a little bit of trouble here early on, and I just want him to enjoy it, because honestly this game is fantastic when you get to get the basics down to a point where you can enjoy it. Now I am going to make a big mistake. I don't normally do this in my battleship because it ends badly, but I'm going to go into the center. We've got a Pensacola broadside on, and unfortunately a couple rounds hit the rock, but these look very, very good, and we're a little bit behind. Nothing. A little bit behind. So, yeah. I'm not generally off when I shoot these shots. Even long distance first shots, I'm very good at judging, like, where I need to push these shots. So, he's driving away from us. Unfortunately, disappears. I look over. We've got a Fuso about to drive. Yep, there he is. He's pulling out right broadside onto everybody. And, we're going to see if we can't make him pay. Shot out on him. It's going to take a minute to get there. But at distance, no problem whatsoever. Definitely able to hit battleships. And we get the Citadel on him right off the bat, taking our damage total up to 17,000. And that's just the beginning. I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet. Maybe we'll come up with something later on. But this game is going to make my last game that I showed you where I was the best, or that was my best game ever. It's going to make that look like petty. Like, that's going to be petty compared to what I just did in this game. But yeah, we got a Furotaka over here. He's literally... All these guys are just broadside on. And I say I am too. But that guy hit me with high explosive, which means I am not afraid of him at all to be broadside on. I mean, what's he going to do? He's just going to high explosive me over and over again? I ain't scared. Because... And he gets the luckiest RG ever. I literally range shots on both sides of his ship there. Any of those shots go a little higher or a little lower, that could have been a different story, because that was right on the money as far as me leading the shots. It's just whether or not dispersion allows them to hit the guy. That's the problem. But I start getting peppered here pretty hard in a moment. We've got this New Mexico here, again, broadside on, not paying attention to me. You can see his guns are facing back towards the rear of his ship, and we go ahead, get a nice shot. Looks good, and we get a good chunk off him. Not crazy amounts of damage, but you can see it's starting to wear on me a little bit here that their entire team is shooting at me. But I'm in a battleship. I'm pretty well protected. They're mostly shooting high explosive. The ones that are shooting armor-piercing rounds are usually bouncing. It's not been as bad as it could have been if any of those battleships had been firing AP at me. And you can see I'm taking damage, but I have the ability to repair my damage because I'm a battleship. So we're just waiting for that to come off the cooldown, and we're sailing away from everybody, trying not to give them any easy shots to pin me. And then we'll go ahead and we'll recover our health. And that's one of the things that's really nice about battleships. Now, this Pensacola doesn't have a whole lot of health left. He's 9.3 seconds out and 16 kilometers away. Those shots are on the way, and they look like they might be behind, if I'm honest. And they are. We don't get anything out of that. So, again, not too bad, but I mean, we're taking shots at 16 kilometers on fast-moving targets. A Pensacola flat out will do 33.5 kilometers. I know that because I actually have the thing. So when it's fully upgraded, it'll do 33.5 kilometers. Or kilometers, good lord. 33.5 knots. I apologize to everybody for the kilometers. Good God. That was, I don't know where that came from. Actually, I know exactly where that came from. I'm a dork. The Fuso is about to go mostly broadside on. So we're going to go ahead and try to take him down. And he slows down a little bit, so I actually put a lot of rounds out in front of him. Not preferable, but it's a thing. So, yeah, again, I'm not worried about being citadeled right now because these battleships are firing HE, so I'm literally sailing broadside on. Now, here's the point where I notice our base is being capped. So I tell Clone, because he's in the destroyer, hey, the base is being capped. Can you do something about that? And I also tell him that it looks like there's already a battleship over there, but maybe help him out. So because there's a battleship already over there, I decide to go ahead and stick it out on this side of the map. And that turns out to be a very good decision as we citadel the... Was it the Pensacola? Nope. Actually, this is the Pensacola. Must have been the Fuso. I don't remember who I just citadeled. I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about the base. But we citadeled him and knocked him out of the match, getting our damage up to 55,000 damage done with 2 citadels and 1 kill. Now this Pensacola, again, sailing in a straight line, broadside on, in a ship that is known for being a citadel magnet. And let's go ahead and oblige him. Oh, he gets lucky. He didn't get citadeled there. A little bit behind, maybe. I go ahead and throw an extra set out there just in case, and all we need is 1 round to get over onto his ship. Yes! Just 1 round of that dispersion. Just curve over there, drop it right on his deck, and that'll finish him off, and sure enough, it does. Now, there's a lot of torpedoes in the water here, but they were fired by an Omaha, which means that their max range is 5.5 kilometers. Again, it's nice to know these things when you're in a battleship. You know, that's why it's nice to play multiple ships. Because when you start to figure out the ranges that people can shoot from as far as torpedoes, and, you know, you can really rest assured and not always have to turn immediately. Now, this Omaha, like, what are you doing? Broadside on, starts turning, and gets very lucky. Now, that's not the last time this Omaha is going to get lucky. Alright, I don't know what this person is doing, but this Omaha has taken all of the right steps to get as lucky as possible. And, you know, sometimes that's all you need. You know, sometimes you don't need skill, you just need a bunch of luck. And, this guy sticks his booty out there for me, so I'm going to go ahead and slap it. He's got it broadside on, and I go ahead and throw all of them at him, and unfortunately, the friendly finishes him off first. Which is fine, he's down, that's all that matters, but it would have been nice to know that that guy was about to shoot him, because then I could have held my shot and shot at somebody else, like this Iron Duke, who's also sailing broadside on. Now again, I am also sailing broadside on, but I am not currently detected, and this is probably not going to go well for him, because I have a tendency to absolutely ruin Iron Dukes with this New Mexico. It's fantastic guns, especially when you have the commanders with the perks that lower the dispersion of your shots, so you don't have to worry about it. And there's the Citadel taking half of his health, taking our damage total right up to 84,457 damage. And that is our 3rd Citadel of this match. So as you can see, Clone Guy went over. He wrapped up the base and now is coming back to this direction to try to help with the Omaha. I've got the Iron Duke still broadside on. Didn't learn his lesson, so we're just going to give it to him again. I think he thinks I'm going to miss. I don't know why, but I didn't miss. Well, another Citadel. That gives us our high caliber, bringing our damage to over 108,000. So, yeah, didn't miss, sunshine. Go back to the port. Now, Omaha, destined to not show up the Iron Duke, is also sailing broadside, just shortly beyond the Iron Duke's corpse. And he's just sitting there going, he can't hit me, right? Right? I don't know, those look awful close, Sunshine. And pow! Oh no! We missed! What a lucky punk! And see, sometimes when you get lucky a few times, you just get arrogant. And if this shot has any good tendencies... Nope, we get a little bit off of him. Just one penetration, no citadel, and he survives another broadside on to a battleship. And there's another battleship looking at him as well, so that's the other part that's hilarious. Now I go ahead, I get the front guns loaded, he's again broadside on, and he gets lucky. Am I, like, what do we gotta do here to make this kid disappear? Like, at this point, I'm dialing up David Copperfield. I'm like, hey, I got an Omaha over here. Yeah, that's a ship. Can you please make him disappear for me? Because I'm firing everything I got at him, and he just doesn't care, and he's getting lucky. But he's getting closer. And closer to battleships broadside on. Not a good plan. Now he's just over 11.5 kilometers out. And I give him the full treatment, and those look very good. And nope, he survives again. What are we doing here? Like, what do I gotta do? At this point, I'm like, come on, man. What? I've been into Omaha. I've been into Pensacola. I know how easy they are to be citadeled. Clone Guy's firing torpedoes at the battleship or the Omaha. I couldn't tell which. So he's trying to do things. They are focusing him somewhat like something fierce, and that allows me to just sit here and tee off on him. You're not gonna get lucky forever, and I think his luck just ran out. And down he goes. Yep, that was the thing, taking our damage up to 133,406 damage. So yeah, we managed to save Clone Guy for a little bit longer. Not that I think he was going to die, just because he could have easily just sent a wall of skill at him and nuked that guy as soon as he got close enough. But this New Mexico, again, like, why are they so focused on the destroyer when I am literally sitting here citadeling everything in front of me? Like, I don't get it. Yes, that thing over there could potentially ruin you. But this thing over here can ruin you from a lot further out and is almost guaranteed if you get close enough. But what do I know? I'm just a forklift driver who likes to make videos on video games. But he does something smart here. He turns his bow to me. Or does he? Or is he just so tunnel visioned on Clone Guy that he's going to give the broadside of the other side of his ship? You know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's read the Bible and he realized he's supposed to turn the other cheek. So we go ahead and we pick up our Confederate medal now. And I'll be honest, I don't even remember what the Confederate medal's for. But Clone Guy launches a wall of skill, and unfortunately he does manage to impact a couple of those torpedoes, which takes away some of our potential damage. And he's going to get obliterated by this battleship. And down he goes. But that's okay, because he's still broadside on. So, can I finish him off? I'm aiming towards the rear of the ship. We put the shots out, and we take all of his health and leave him with next to nothing. And now we're going to go ahead and turn to starboard. Well, as soon as we let our secondaries do some things over here. Now we're going to go ahead and turn starboard. Now that's another thing that I haven't mentioned before. If you need to turn faster in a battleship, now it's got some sort of cooldown. It doesn't work every single time. Like, you have to give a couple minutes in between doing it. But it does work quite well. If you need to turn very quickly in a battleship, you can turn hard to one way or the other and then slow down to like a quarter. But as you start to slow down, it'll jerk a little harder to the whatever direction you're turning, and then you can speed back up to finish the turn. But as you can see, I've loaded high explosive because, honestly, I don't need to bounce rounds off the butt of a ship that's going to die. And after hitting him with that, and I know he's low health, I know I'm going to take a round here. I'm just hoping I don't get citadeled. And we're going to get the rear guns to bear on him and just go ahead and put those into a superstructure as well. Finishing him off, bringing our damage total to what? What was that, Spartan? I didn't see it. I thought I was mistaken. I thought you hit 168,000 damage. Oh my god, that was the best game I've ever had. 6,200 XP because of the booster that I had running at the time. 4 kills. We got the Devastating Strike, the Confederate, and the High Caliber, top of the leaderboard with 2,790 base XP given. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.